So at the Game Awards, Bungie just dropped a brand new Witch Queen trailer, which is fantastic. Actually, if you haven't watched it yet, you definitely need to turn the audio up, listen to everything. It's fantastic. Shows us some of the new spaces we're going to be exploring. It tees up the storyline for us. It shows off the glaive and an SMG that we've only seen pictures of so far. We get to see in action, but most importantly, Bungie actually showed off two brand new melee abilities. We know that Void 3.0 is coming with the Witch Queen. They've told us they're revamping the whole Void subclasses, how they work, and we're all very excited about it. But this is the first time we've actually seen a little bit of what we're going to be getting. So I want to highlight some of that in this video and show off these two new melee abilities. The very first one that we're going to see in the trailer, it actually comes from the Titan. And this is like complete Captain America vibes here. We literally see an animation of a Titan slinging a Void shield, right? Like the Sentinel shield that we've seen on the Sentinel subclass supers. The Titan takes this Void shield and slings it, and then we get to see it actually kind of bouncing off of things, bam, bam, and it chains through a couple of enemies there, a couple of opponents. And that's freaking awesome. I'm super excited about this Void shield, being able to sling that thing around like a Captain America in Destiny. I think it's super cool. You know, a lot of people have been expressing some concerns about toning down abilities with the recent patch, but it's good to see that we actually have some real power fantasy abilities coming down the line, and things to get excited about, not just guns, but also that space magic vibe that we've come to really love about Destiny. The second melee ability that we see is this interesting, I don't know how to describe it other than like an orb that the Warlock sort of conjures up. It's almost like, it really is sort of a conjuring sort of animation that you get. It's not like the Celestial Fire melee ability where the Warlock just extends their hand and firebolts come out of it. This has its own like animation, and we see more of it later in the trailer, and I'll show that too. But it conjures up this orb, and then we see it thrusted out, and it clearly, I mean, it looks like it might have some minor tracking to it for sure. And what's interesting about it is I don't know what's going to make this thing stand out apart from Celestial Fire. It looks like it maybe travels a little bit slower. It has a little bit of an arc to it, like it's trying to hone in on something. And you can see it kind of turn to the right a little bit to hit this acolyte. And there's this sort of ring, this explosive ring that comes out. I don't know if that's maybe the bloom effect that already exists in that subclass, in the Cataclysm subclass for the Voidwalker. And we see that bloom effect. It could just be that, but it seems like it's more like a circular effect. So I don't know. Maybe there's a couple different effects we can equip with this melee ability. We don't know. So it'll be interesting to see what that ability really does and what makes it different from Celestial Fire. You know, it's got to have some unique thing to it. I don't know if it's maybe suppression or what it might be. I don't know. Since it's a Void, maybe you think suppression, and those are sort of the things that we tend to think of when we think of the Void subclasses and the effects of those abilities. But later in the trailer, you also see another shot of this conjuring of the orb. And the Warlock is pondering its orb. It's very interesting. It's just a real quick little snippet. It's only like a few frames, so if you missed it, you missed it. So I want to slow it down so you can see it. But anyways, I wanted to show those off to you, get you excited about some of the new things coming down the line with Void 3.0. You know, it's great to look forward towards the Witch Queen and know that it's not just, new guns and new enemies, but we also do get that, that one experience that has sort of come hand in hand with these major content drops or these new abilities. I think of Forsaken bringing a slew of new supers and abilities that completely revolutionized the game. I think even back to the Taken King and how that revolutionized Destiny 1 and the new abilities that we got with that. So it's new spaces, new bosses, new combatants, new abilities, new guns, new armor sets, a new weapon type with the glaive. Like I'm just constantly kind of overwhelmed and blown away with how ambitious this DLC seems to be. So very excited about it. Let me know between these two abilities, which one has you the most hyped? What are you most excited to sling at your opponents early next year when this DLC drops? Let me know in the comments section. Feel free to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more content. Thank you so much. Be warm and well fed, my friends, and I look forward to catching you maybe out there on the battlefield. Bye-bye.